natural way to reduce the amount of carbon footprint. This is what is called an enhanced rock weathering. Before we dive into the term of enhanced rock weathering, let's focus onto a simple term, that is weathering, a term that you have been studying from your lower grades. But assume or imagine a situation that you are sitting in a garden and you see certain rocks, certain pebbles, certain sand particles around you. Now imagine you sit there for thousands of years and you see that those rocks, those stones have crumbled up, those pebbles have now turned into sand, and that sand has blown away. Now this whole process takes thousands and thousands of years. Definitely a time period which an individual cannot visualize. Now this weathering process occurs in various ways. The common two forms of weathering is called as the mechanical weathering and chemical weathering. Chemical weathering occurs with the help of chemical reactions, and mechanical is the simple wear and tear, we can say. Now once the weathering occurs, that's the breaking of the rock materials, then this is being eroded, taken away from one place to another through various means. This could be river, water, it could be tides, glaciers, so on and so forth, right? So this weathering process, how does it work? It's interesting to understand that in our atmosphere there is what? There is carbon dioxide. Now when rain comes, this carbon dioxide reacts with water. So when carbon dioxide reacts with water, it gives us carbonic acid. Now since this is carbonic acid, it is a mild form of acid but acid, and therefore we say that rain is what? Rain is acidic. Now when this rain falls on the ground, what would happen? These rock structures, these sand particles, the existing structures are made up of what? They are made up of calcium and magnesium. So this calcium and magnesium reacts with this carbonic acid. As a result, what it would form? It would form bicarbonates. Now these bicarbonates are harmless. Good. Now these bicarbonates get blown away or moves along with the water. So when the rain comes in, these bicarbonates dissolve with the rain and flows into the river channels. Ultimately from the rivers they go into the oceans, and the major benefit that we can say that comes from the bicarbonates is that they are actually important to combat ocean acidification. They stop the process of acidification happening in the oceans. Now this is one step towards what? One step towards climate change. Now this whole process, once we have understood, you might wonder why we have not come to the topic which is enhanced rock weathering. Now since we have understood this whole scenario, enhanced rock weathering is nothing else but an enhanced form of rock weathering. So here what we do is we don't let those big pebbles and particles remain. So artificially rock powder or fine granuled rock pieces are spread on the layer, and as a result when the rain falls, carbonic acid is formed. The carbonic acid reacts with calcium and magnesium and forms the bicarbonates, moves into the oceans and reduces the process of ocean acidification, which is a step forward to reduce and combat climate change. Now, but why it is enhanced? Because this process occurs at a faster pace. Why it occurs at a faster pace? Rather than having those big rocks, we now have rock powder. I can demonstrate this with a simple example. Let's say you are fond of tea. Now, I give you a sugar cube to put that into the tea. I give you granulated sugar to put that in the tea, or I give you a powdered sugar to put that. What would happen? You would see that the powdered sugar dissolves rapidly, and that's because, as simple as that, the surface area increases. The same concept applies here. So when we are spreading the rock powder rather than the big rock particles, those rock particles take years to disintegrate, but this rock powder, which is spread as a layer, would dissolve and form the bicarbonates at a very faster pace because it has a larger surface area. As a result, there would be enhanced rock weathering as the term suggests, and this would reduce the carbon footprint. So a very important development, a very natural development we could say, without any artificial things being involved in this process. And therefore, this can be a highly successful way to combat the existing problem of climate change. We'll be talking about many such issues on environment important for your case studies and answer writing. Stay tuned.